What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today I have to go ahead and put this video together because I am extremely disappointed when it comes to the gaming community. Now, I was actually not going to go ahead and put this video together because I thought it was just going to be a short little trend, something that wasn't going to last very long, something that people were going to pick up for a little bit and eventually it would fade away. But as the days go on, weeks go on, months go on, and I continuously see this bullcrap every single second of my life, I have to go ahead and voice my opinion because the gaming community has turned into the most sensitive group of wimps I've ever witnessed. Ever. I understand that there's an extremely fine line between way too toxic and the right amount of toxicity, but still, like I said, the community has just... wow, it's not even just gaming community, it's just real life as well. People cannot handle any criticism, people can't handle any roast session. I mean, all I did throughout my whole life with my homies is roast one another. I mean, it's just a simple way of life, and it seems like nowadays, if you say anything to anyone, they're going to break down crying and try to get you in trouble at the first second that they possibly get. Now, over on Twitter, this is going to really blow your minds here, Dilly put out a tweet saying, "We got disqualified from all Fate Legion tournaments because I teabagged my teammates' box." I'm going to repeat that. My teammates' box. People in ALGS were teabagging each other. So yes, he got disqualified along with this whole team because he accidentally teabagged his own teammate. Not an enemy. He didn't disrespect anybody in the lobby. He quickly accidentally teabagged on his own teammate. And the people who were hosting the tournament were so butthurt and so offended that they booted their whole squad. And like I said, this is not the first occasion. This is just the breaking point for me. This is what made me snap and made me have to go ahead and make this video because I'm just absolutely disgusted at this point. Way before this even happened, there's full Reddit pages, Reddit boards of people complaining about teabagging, saying, why do people it's so toxic? I can't handle toxicity in the video games anymore. Teabagging is just too much for me to handle. Stop playing video games and go live in your tiny little box in your corner where nobody can offend you. Please, for the love of God, don't bring your BS mindset into the gaming realm. Again, like I said, there is a fine line between toxicity and I understand too much toxicity is very bad. Calling people racial slurs, threatening people's lives, threatening people's families. There's a fine line where if you push that far, that is bad. You should be banned. You shouldn't even be allowed on the internet if that's how you're going to handle situations. But teabagging, that has been in gaming since the beginning of time. I mean, all I remember is in Halo, going up to enemies and teabagging just for the fun, just for the sport of it. It was never toxic. It was never to absolutely roast anybody. It was a freaking meme. It's a joke. It's hilarious. It is funny. So, when in time did teabagging change from being something that's just, pure comedy, pure joy, to something being the most toxic way of life in gaming? I, and many of you guys as well, grew up in the time of toxicity. We grew up with racial slurs being thrown. I cannot tell you how many times I've been called the N-word in every single lobby of my whole life. How many times my friends have been called the N-word in every single lobby of their whole life. How many times our families and friends have been threatened. We live with this. I grew up through the Modern Warfare 2 era. You don't even know about toxicity yet until you played an OG match of Search and Destroy in Modern Warfare 2. There are so many bad, negative things being thrown out there that, like I said, nowadays, God have mercy on everybody's soul if they heard the stuff that we heard back in the day in Modern Warfare 2. It would be a whole different world. But back then, people weren't even getting banned. You would report these people. The developers don't care. The developers didn't try to get them out of their game. Like I said, I've been called the N-word so many times and nobody ever got, actually reported and banned for doing such a thing. Ever. So guess what we had to do? We had to shrug it off, wipe our shoulders off and just keep playing. It's the internet. I'm sorry guys. I'm trying to stay on topic here, but my mind is legitimately blown. It's legitimately blown that people are this sensitive nowadays on the internet. Like I said, we were called so many things, threatened in so many ways. And nowadays, people don't know how to shrug this stuff off. People don't know how to just deal with it and move on with their lives. They take everything so personally to the point that they're going to cry like a goddamn baby. It's ridiculous. It's to the point where developer teams nowadays can't even handle the feedback from the community. Social media teams, look at this. Blame Truth is understand from like, what did Blame Truth ever do? I understand he gives a lot of negative feedback to your guys' games. I understand he roasts the hell out of you guys. But are you that sensitive that you have to completely block him on Twitter? Are you that sensitive? This is what I'm saying. The man never threatened their families. The man never threatened their jobs. The man only critiques their games and roasts them in a comedy format. He even openly says that it's for a comedy format. If you meet the man in real life, he's not going to act the way he does because it's all for a show for YouTube. That's how pretty much every content creator is out here nowadays. It's for a show. It's to entertain you guys. It's to give you guys entertainment. That's what it's all about. But they can't handle that. They can't I mean, even comedians nowadays have to watch what they say. Back in the day, comedians could say anything they possibly wanted, and it was hilarious because nobody was so butthurt. You have to learn how to laugh at yourself, people. You have to understand how to stop taking stuff so personally. Like I said a little bit earlier, it's just in our human nature, you know, we're just messing with you guys. We're just roasting, you know, like I said, my whole life I've been roasted so much. I never cared, and I roasted them right back, and we chuckle at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Why can't Blame Truth roast a massive AAA development team, a huge team like this, and they're getting butthurt over this stuff? They can't just chuckle and, wipe it off their shoulders and move on with the production of their games. They have to go as far as blocking all the negativity. They have to live in their little echo chamber because, God forbid, anybody gives them any, criticism that's going to be, roast format. They just can't handle it. They're going to bawl their eyes out at this point. Who knows? Maybe I'm going to be blocked next up after calling all the social media managers a bunch of crybabies over at Sledgehammer. Who frickin' knows? It's just absolutely insane to me. And back to the main purpose of this story, the fact that he was banned from a tournament for accidentally teabagging his teammate is absurd. I even seen people get banned from tournaments because they got up out of their chairs in a LAN event or something like that and started roasting the other team or talking smack back to the other team. What the hell is going on, people? Even in professional sports, you'll see people roast one another because it's pure gold. They're not going to be like that off the field, off the court. They're going to be fine. They're going to be cool. But on the court, in the moment of the competition, in the moment of the heat, it's just part of human nature. You're going to roast a little bit. You're going to throw some shade a little bit. You're going to try to get in the enemy's or the opponent's head a little bit. It's how it is. If you can't handle it, stop playing sports. Stop playing competitive games. Stop playing casual video games. And go, like I said, into a corner in your box and seclude yourself by yourself. Because you are not meant for social media if you can't handle someone teabagging you. Oh my God. I'm sorry for getting off topic. I'm so sorry, but I never thought, like, all these years later, when I was young and I was playing Halo and I was playing COD and all this stuff, I never thought that all these years later, I would be looking at social media and seeing people cry about teabagging. Like, there's nothing really to say about it. Even in boxing matches, UFC matches, I mean, when they're sitting there facing off before the match, they're roasting each other. They're talking so much shit. They are talking so much shit to one another. And people love it. People love it. They eat it up. That's why they do it. They put on a show. It's not real. It's all fake. It's literally all fake. They're doing it so they can get more viewers, so they can get more money in their pockets. It's all on purpose. But if you go over to the gaming realm and you try to, bring that same type of mentality to get people all turned, because that's how you do it. You want to get teams, actually excited about the event. If everybody's all goody two-shoes and, oh, you know what, you're my best friend, we're not going to have any competition this game, your fans aren't going to be backing you up. Your fans aren't going to be excited. It's going to be boring to watch. People want rivalries between one another. They want to see competition, heavy competition between two different teams. They don't want no crappy, pathetic crap. No, they want the real deal. It's how you turn people up and get an audience. Look at the WWE. I mean, all of it's staged, all of it's set up. Not the moves, obviously. The moves, you have to be very fit and, in shape to be able to do that stuff. But the story behind it is all staged. It's all scripted. It's all written up by people behind the curtains who are making a plot for people to get addicted to. And guess what the plot is? Beef! Beef is the plot. Fighting, being angry with one another, pushing each other around. Stop being wimps, people. Like, I don't know if it's, new gen gamers, or if this is like, people like I said, who are along with me, who grew up during the Modern Warfare 2 era, the World at War, Halo, the early Halo Day era, like all the, the goated games at the beginning. I don't know who is to blame for changing the tides of how these gamers are acting, but get over yourself or get off the internet. Because the internet will never be nice to you. And if you're going to manage tournaments like this, to where if you accidentally teabag a teammate, you're going to ban them out of the game, You don't need to be hosting any tournaments. You don't even need to be on a video game to begin with. And I'm not trying to support negativity in the gaming realm because that's not me at all. If you're ever to talk to me in real life or talk to me on the video game, I'm very nice. I'm always giving people credit. I'm always hyping everyone up. That's not me. But like I said, when it comes to the competitive scene or even just in general, that's just how the internet is. You know what I'm saying? I might not be toxic, but I'm not going to let toxicity get to my head. I'm not going to cry about someone calling me the N-word. I'm not going to cry about someone teabagging my body. You got to move on with your life. Move on, because you know dang well they're not going to do that to you in real life. It's only in the game. It's only on the internet. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for tuning in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. Moments you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, you want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so: Twitter and Discord, both link down in the description. And also, you want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.